I just love this time of year. It gives me the opportunity to throw a Christmas party, and that's what I'm doing this evening. It's going to be a very relaxed and informal affair, as I think parties should be. I'm going to make the house cozy and warm. There will be tea lights galore everywhere. And on the menu, I'm going to have my bacony deviled eggs, mincemeat parcels, my warm mini ginger and chocolate tartlets, and I will also have chicken enchilada cups that will both be warm from the oven and hot with spices.
Whisper what you bring to me. Tell me if you can. When the clock is striking 12, when I'm fast asleep, down the chimney, broad and black, with your pack, you'll creep.
Making my Christmas cocktail to just help me ease into the party spirit. To help me through the cooking. Not that it's very strenuous, let me tell you. So just have some ice there, and I want equal measures of vodka and Cointreau, or any other orange liqueur of your choice. And this is what gives my Christmas cocktail some warmth. And it is the ginger. It is a ginger syrup that I get from a jar of stem ginger. You could use a ginger vodka here, and I often do. It's just sometimes I find that difficult to come by. Just a couple of spoonfuls of that. And I want some cranberry juice, 2 parts cranberry juice. Just a little shake. I'll also be serving this at my Christmas party. Just lightens things up a little. It can be so boring, just red or white, but a little cocktail to lighten things up. Delicious. I've got a 375 gram sheet of ready rolled short crust pastry here. And what I'm making is mini chocolate and ginger tarts. I'm using this mini cupcake tray here, and all I simply want to do is get a cutter and cut myself out some circles and fit my tray with them. Now, of course, you can make your own pastry here, but I am preparing for a party and I don't want to spend all day stressed out in the kitchen making pastry, as I'll not be very inviting by the time everyone arrives. That. So I will just, I have cut out some little squares of parchment paper here, and I just want to push these in to my little tartlets, and then I'm going to fill them with some of these ceramic baking beans. It's just to weigh down the bottom so that they don't lose their shape in the oven. You can use rice if you don't have these. And I mean dry, uncooked rice. Into the oven with this first lot. And while my cases are in the oven, I'm going to get on with the filling, and that is very simple as well. So, the ginger that I used for my cocktail, I used the syrup in that, and now it's time for the ginger itself. So I just want a couple of, well, we'll go 3. For now, I can always cut up some more if needed. And I'm just going to chop these up quite finely. I want little small pieces. I love ginger any which way at this time of year. In stuffing, in cocktails, in coffee, in cakes. Something very warming about it. And very medieval too. I add my ginger to this bowl for later. Set that aside once I get on with the chocolate part. So for the chocolate part, I have here 100 grams of really good dark chocolate. This is 70%. Break that up. I'll give it a quick chop since I have my metal in our anyways. Help it melt that a bit quicker. Perfect. So I'm just going to add my chocolate to a saucepan over a low heat. It's already getting infused with the ginger since I used the same board to cut both, and I lost a piece. To this, I just want to add 60 mils of double cream. And that goes. This is very dark chocolate, so I do need a little bit of sugar. Not very much, mind you. Just 2 tablespoons. Stir that together. So my chocolate's all melted. How quick was that? And to this, I do want to add just a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. This just helps make it really glossy and shiny. And somehow, it's very unlike me, but I think it works so much better than butter here because it doesn't just meld in with the chocolate, it brings another very slight flavour to the mixture. Can you see how glossy and smooth my chocolate is? Now, my cases have had their time. They've had their time in the oven with the parchment. So I'm just going to lift this out. Just back into the oven for a further 4 minutes with these. Just so the bottoms can crisp up. Whilst my tart case is cool, I shall get on with my deviled eggs. This is very easy as well. To hard boil my eggs, what I do, I know you probably already know how to do this, but what I do is I submerge the eggs in a pot of cold water. I bring that to the boil. I let it boil for exactly 1 minute. Then I turn off the heat and put on a lid and leave it there for 15 minutes. Then I run them under cold water to stop them cooking completely. And this makes them easy to, gives you perfect hard-boiled eggs. To this, I am going to add 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, and I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. And of course, this is completely to your taste, so if you like them very spicy, use some more, add some Tabasco, maybe use English mustard, but I'm just tempering the heat slightly here. And I just mix these together with an electric mixer, just makes things much easier. And now I just want to add, I think it's a crucial ingredient with deviled eggs, and that's some hot paprika, 1 teaspoon. I have got some boiling water here as well. I just want the tiniest little bit, a teaspoonful maybe. You can always add some more if required. And I have some soft butter here as well. This just helps them retain their integrity and form once they're picked into the egg whites. I have some chopped up bacon here, and this is just 2 rashers of bacon I had left over from breakfast. If you want a vegetarian option, you could add sun-dried tomatoes here. And I have a wine cooler here that I have fitted with a piping bag and a star nozzle. This makes it really easy for filling. So simply pipe this filling into the egg shells. So I have a little of the bacon reserved. I'm just going to give them another little sprinkling with that. You know, if it goes in it, it's got to go on it. And I have some chives. It looks so festive already. And just to finish it off, I'm just going to sprinkle with a little more paprika. And that's it. My deviled eggs are ready. My mincemeat parcels are a doddle to make. Simply unroll a sheet of puff pastry ready rolled, and then dollop tea-sized dollops of mincemeat quite close together onto the sheet. Brush all around this with a beaten egg to help it seal together. Glue everything all together so that our mincemeat won't escape. Then fold the sheet over and seal around the edges. Press around the mincemeat to tightly seal everything. These look almost like homemade ravioli. Cut off the edges and excess pastry, then cut out each mincemeat parcel and seal the edges. Crimp the edges together with your fingers to form a tight seal to prevent any of the mincemeat escaping in the oven. just repeat this process until all our mincemeat parcels are well sealed. Brush again with some beaten egg just to help them colour in the oven. Pop them into a 200-degree oven for 20 minutes until they are puffed up and golden brown. When they've had their time in the oven, simply allow them to cool slightly, then pile them high on a platter, and then just give them a snowfall of icing sugar to make them look pretty. These taste rather like a very good strudel and are as good at room temperature as they are hot from the oven. So my cupcake cases have cooled here, and now I'm going to get on with filling them. So some of the ginger I just chopped up earlier on, I'm going to use that to fill my cases with. Just push it into the base and even it out as much as you can. All done. And now for the chocolate. So I just want a little bit of chocolate. Goes further than you'd think. I'm going to try my best to get these in without getting it all over the cases.
Up on the housetop, reindeer paws, out jumps good old Santa Claus, down through the chimney with lots of toys, all for the little
Nothing here that is going to add to the stress levels.
who would it go? Ho, ho, ho.
So now, again, I just want to add
Housetop,
a tiny little bit
through the chimney with good Santa.
ginger just on top. And since it is Christmas, I've got something rather special to decorate these. Now, it's not normally something I would go in for, but I have got some edible gold leaf. I'm just going to try and coat the ginger. This is very fiddly, this.
Out jumps good old Santa Claus,
But
down through the chimney with lots of toys, all
since it's Christmas,
Christmas boys. Ho, 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 who would it go? Ho, ho, ho,
right,
who would it go?
don't they just look the part?
Click, 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 down through the chimney with good Saint Nick.
I'm just going to get my enchiladas now underway. So I have an onion here. I just want to peel that. Then I'm going to finally slice it. Get some oil in the pan. Add in my onions. Bit of salt. Just helps the onions release some of their moisture and makes them easier to soften. And whilst they're softening, I'm going to cut up a pepper. I'm using yellow here, just for contrast of colour. And into the pan with that. I have 3 cloves of garlic, which I'm just going to mince directly into the pan. some chili flakes, and this is really up to you. Have it as hot or not as you like. So whilst that's cooking down, I'm just going to get on with the chicken part of my enchiladas. I have 4 chicken breasts here, which I'm just going to cut into thin strips. Oops. So I'm just going to get rid of this board knife and give my hands a wash. Just let this all stir about. Add a can of chopped tomatoes. I just felt my can half full of water. I'm going to give it a swirl about and into the pan. So the chicken cooks in amongst the sauce and vegetables, making everything rather easy. Okay, so this is almost ready. It's been on the hob for a while now and it's reduced down and the chicken's cooked through. I have some soft flour tortilla wraps here. I'm just going to stack them on top of one another, and then using a large pastry cutter, I'm going to cut through all of them and then press them into my cupcake trays to form my cups. Okay, so that's one tray down. Now for the next. This does make quite a lot, and I'm making quite a few of these because I've got quite a few people to feed this evening, and it won't be too long till they're here. Perfect, so into the oven with these. I've stuck them in a 200-degree oven. They'll only take a few minutes. As soon as they start to brown and toast, I can pull them out and they will further crisp up as they cool. So whilst they're in the oven, I should just have enough time to grate my cheese. You can use any cheese you want, any sort of cheddar or anything like that. This is a spicy cheese flecked with chili. Okay, cheese ready. Nobody will miss this bit. I've got some jalapeno here. I'm just going to chop up very finely to scatter on top. Even more heat. I told you I was doing layers of spice. Also got some coriander here that I'm going to chop finely. Get some limes prepared as well. I'm going to cut them up and leave some wedges on the platter along with the enchilada cups so people can squeeze over as they like. So I've got some little cups here as well. I'm going to just add some sour cream to these and dot them about beside the enchiladas or on the table with some teaspoons in, so people can add a little sour cream to the top of their enchilada if they wish. Maybe just a little bit of a green on the top of those. I think my cups are ready. Perfect. So just add a tablespoon of the mixture of the chicken filling into each. Cheese on top of each. And just back into the oven until the cheese has, oh, I see I missed one. So back into the oven just until the cheese is melted. My enchilada cups have had their remaining time in the oven, and now I just need to put them on the platter. Wedges of lime, add some of that chopped jalapeno on top, and some sprinkling of coriander. That's it. All's left for me to do is bring these to the table. For any of these recipes, just visit my website. The link is in the description box below. Please give my video a thumbs up and subscribe.